The moon hung high over the desolate expanse that surrounded Midnight Manor. Whispers echoing through the trees spoke of horrors hidden within the centuries-old mansion. It was said to be haunted by restless spirits and a vampire whose name had been lost to time. In a village nearby, tales of Midnight Manor were shared among the locals, always in hushed tones, as though the mere mention might summon its sinister inhabitants. Only one person dared venture into the manor, a fearless investigator named Elias. Elias was drawn to the manor by its dark allure and the promise of uncovering truths that lingered in the shadows. As he approached the entrance, the weight of foreboding pressed heavily upon him. The gate creaked open, an ominous greeting, and Elias hesitated a moment before stepping inside. The air within the manor was cold and stale, carrying the faint scent of decay. He could hear whispers, like faint murmurs, traveling through the corridors. Suddenly, a door at the end of the hallway swung open with a gust of icy wind. Taking a deep breath, Elias headed toward the unknown. As he slipped into the room, he was greeted by an eerie glow that emanated from an ornate chandelier. Silhouetted against this unsettling light were the translucent forms of spirits, their eyes fixed upon Elias with an unsettling intensity. Each ghost bore a look of anguish, bound forever to the manor by an unforgiven past. "Help us," they pleaded in unison, their voices in unsettling harmony. Elias promised to do so, though how was beyond his understanding. Yet, these spirits posed no threat. They were prisoners begging for freedom. Unexpectedly, another presence swept into the room, a tall, gaunt figure with an air of regal malice. It was him, the vampire who had sworn to keep the spirits captive for eternity. His eyes glowed with a haunting allure, radiating with centuries of darkness and power. "You shouldn't have come here," the vampire murmured, his voice as smooth as silk yet cold enough to freeze the soul. But Elias stood resolute, undeterred. "I've come to end your reign," he declared. The vampire moved with fluid grace, circling Elias, his laugh a low rumble. "You're brave," he sneered, "but bravery rarely yields survival." Still, Elias held his ground, aware of a truth the vampire likely did not know. Within his pocket lay a piece of blessed silver, a talisman passed down through generations for the precise purpose of confronting the creature. The spirits began to chant, their voices rising in a crescendo that filled the room with a vibrating intensity. Elias, feeling their support resonating within him, took the talisman and held it aloft, focusing on the ghostly chorus. A fierce light erupted from the silver, searing through the darkness as the vampire's pained howl reverberated through the manor. The spirits' chains shattered, evaporating into dust. One by one, they faded into the light, finally free. The vampire, weakened and defeated, crumbled into a pile of ash at Elias' feet. Midnight Manor, once a house of shadows and despair, lost its malevolent aura. As Elias walked out into the moonlight, relieved whispers echoed in the wind. The village would now sleep peacefully, its nightmares banished by the courage of an unlikely hero. Midnight Manor, ever silent, would remain a testament to a night when spirits found peace and a vampire met his end.